Philadelphia Eagles are going to the NFC Championship game, and that too without their starting quarterback for most of the season, Carson Wentz. Yes, that's right, Eagles fans. It is time to fly high for the Philadelphia Eagles. What's going on, y'all? 5 Sports Talk back at it with another video talking some NFL, here to talk more NFL playoffs. And talking about that divisional round matchup between the Falcons and the Eagles in what was a quite boring and ugly affair, if I will, and if I may say that, 15-10. Okay, the Falcons obviously lost this game, so the Eagles were able to pull off the upset. And it was an upset because the Eagles were not favored to win this game. They were actually the underdog, even though they were the higher seed, the number 1 seed in the NFC. And that is obviously because they did not have who I believe would have been the MVP this season, Carson Wentz. And in his place, they had Nick Foles, who I will get to very shortly. Nick Foles, don't you worry. But I have to get to the Atlanta Falcons first and foremost, because my God, Atlanta, how the hell do you lose this game? You have a golden opportunity to beat the number 1 seed without their best player in Carson Wentz, and you flat out come up short, okay? So, obviously, if you look at the numbers here, Matt Ryan, right, 22 for 36 for 210 yards, 1 touchdown, no interception. Not the worst stat line in the world, but it's like vanilla ice cream. Matt Ryan is literally vanilla ice cream. He is literally the most boring, prototypical, won't do anything more than you ask him to do type of quarterback, where he does not sort of exude or inspire any sort of confidence within his team. You're not going to depend on Matt Ryan to make late comebacks. He doesn't feel like he's got the intangibles. It doesn't feel like he's a clutch quarterback who's going to make that throw at that time and that second and in that space. And that's the thing with Matt Ryan, right? He'll get you to be competent, but we're talking about winning Super Bowls here, and you just can never depend on Matt Ryan to do that. He'll just do enough to be a starting quarterback, but not much more than that. I dealt with a lot of that being a Bears fan in Chicago with Jay Cutler. Obviously, Matt Ryan is way better than Jay Cutler, but you get my point here. And so Matt Ryan obviously did not lose them this game, but that's not my point. Sometimes, as a damn starting quarterback, and now as an MVP, so Matt Ryan, his career trajectory should have taken a leap ahead after winning that MVP last year. Matt Ryan should win games for the Falcons, okay? And he clearly did not do that. If you look at the rushing attack, 10 rushes for 79 yards for Tevin Coleman. Devontae Freeman did next to nothing in this game. He only had 7 rushing yards on 10 carries. So not that great of a game at all for Devontae Freeman. Julio Jones, 9 catches for 101 yards. That's Julio for you. And then the rest of the guys, I mean, Mohamed Sanu, Hooper, guys like that, they were whatever. But here's the thing, Matt Ryan, when the ball was in your hands to make that play, and I get it, and that last play, Julio Jones slipped, okay? And he was not able to get the right position, and the play calling, what it was, and I'll get to that as well. But I don't know. You just got to find a way. I feel like Matt Ryan will never be that guy to make it happen. And so, you know what? It is what it is. You got outplayed by Nick freaking Foles, okay? And I don't mean that in a bad way, because this is the same guy who threw 7 touchdowns in a game. A lot of people don't remember that. Nick Foles is not that bad, folks, okay? And you're like, Fiz, Nick Foles is not that bad, but yet you picked the Falcons to win this game. Yes, I did. I picked the Falcons to win this game. Obviously, I was wrong here. The Eagles did win this game. And I'm telling you, this Eagles defense is for real. And Nick Foles, let's look at a stat line here, right? Nick Foles, 23 for 30 for 246 yards. No touchdowns, no interceptions. Now, unlike Matt Ryan, Nick Foles, I don't have too many expectations for. So for me, as long as he doesn't make any mistakes or turns the ball over, he's good. He did the job. And for this game, stat line-wise, no turnovers, you're good. But in the second half, he turned it on. He played quite well in the second half, so I have to give Nick Foles props because he was able to slice and dice that Falcons defense. He was finding Alshon Jeffrey routinely. Nelson Aguilar had some nice looks. Zach Ertz as well. So Nick Foles did a little bit more than what was asked of him, unlike Matt Ryan, who did just enough. So that's my biggest complaint here with Matt Ryan and company. That is the reason I picked them to win this game. You know, when they beat the Rams, I thought, oh my God, the Falcons should be motivated. They should be the team that is coming off that dreadful Super Bowl loss, and they should want to pound the Eagles and have a golden opportunity to do so without the Eagles' damn starting quarterback. Obviously, I was wrong on that. So, Eagles are moving on. Let's talk real quickly, though. I bet you Falcons fans, you wish you had Kyle Shanahan back. Steve Sarkisian did not get the job done. That play calling on that last play, when you kind of clear out one side of the field on a play, it makes it way too predictable. I wish they would have just had Matt Ryan in shotgun and kind of just had it a bit more unpredictable in terms of where he was going to look. I mean, we did know Julio was going to get the ball, but damn, did you have to make it that obvious? You clear out the whole side and run Matt Ryan to the right, and Julio Jones slips, obviously. So now if Julio slips, the play's over, and it's done. It's pretty much done, and that's it. And you know what? That's your season right there. And then you let Nick Foles draw you off sides. Damn it, Falcons fans. That's basically your season. And I have nothing left to say on Atlanta side of things. Let's talk about Philadelphia for a little bit. Look, they're playing off of this defense. They're playing at home. They have that advantage. Nick Foles, like I said, he did not do anything bad. And in the second half, played pretty well. I'm not expecting Nick Foles to play this well moving forward. But really, Philadelphia is playing with fool's goals. I still don't believe they can win the Super Bowl with Nick Foles. If it was Carson Wentz, it'd be a different story. I would have picked the Eagles to win this freaking game if it was Carson Wentz. So let's see what happens. We might be looking at a Nick Foles, Case Keenum NFC Championship game, folks. That is unreal. That I'm going to have to challenge my entire thinking around offensive mentality in the NFL, because clearly if you have a great defense and you have a competent, I'm not saying horrible, a competent quarterback, you could go far in the playoffs. So let's see what happens with Philadelphia in the next round. Obviously, my pick for the NFC was the Rams. Now I'm going to change it over to the Saints because obviously the Rams lost. And I'm picking the Saints to win against the Vikings. Let's see what happens there. Let me know what you guys think, though. Props to the Eagles for winning this game when I did not think they would. But I thought it was more about Atlanta losing this damn game than it was Philadelphia winning it. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below. Let me know who did Philadelphia win this game more, or did the Falcons lose this game more. Make sure you guys follow me on my social media. Link down below for that. I will be tweeting my thoughts as well in the coming games. Make sure you guys subscribe, turn on your post notifications, and I will catch you shortly.